be running from those enemies.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here in the Grand Championship of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament. The final game, winner takes all. Let's see what's behind those chests, Z-Man.
Indeed, we get it, though. NESCard checks the stats. We have an herb, so that makes some slap fight. Oh, okay, we get 2 herbs and a magic key, so some tickle fights are certainly possible, especially like with a scorpion or a maybe a Magidrake.
Yeah, that's definitely a respectable start. Gives us a couple of chances to heal our HP. If we're on the edge of trying to take down a good XP enemy, we could do so right here. And both of them have a slime versus a red slime on DK's side. And look at that one shot. Easy kill for both. And we have 2 towns. The Tri-States is here, and we have the town of Cantlin.
Let's see what the second town is. NESCardinality after getting rid of slime, and Garenham. So we have Cantlin and Garenham right nearby.
Oh, those are some great towns, because Cantlin, obviously, you can get the coordinates, and of course, with Garenham, you can raid their treasure and get some extra bonus stuff. Who knows what could be behind those chests? These are some great starts.
Yep, and in the town of Cantlin, you can also pick up some fairy water. So if strength happens to lag behind a little bit, you can start killing it. Oh, hello, agility.
Oh, agility. Look at them. MP too. 120, 29 MP. Holy smokes.
That level is good, and it's bad.
Right, because the strength and the HP are lacking, to say the least. And there is level 2 for NESCardinality, and already in level 2, you're seeing slimes running away from DK.
NESCard just now needs 1 more experience to get to level 3, but this Magidrake will certainly get him there and more.
Yep, and this Magidrake will also do it for DK if he can survive the fight. Here comes level 3 first for NESCardinality. What do we have this time? 11 power, 215.
And this should put that Drakima in the range of being killed here on NESCardinality's side. But he's like, no, you know what? With only 21 HP, hits, for a fair amount, maybe not.
Next level is at 35 points. NESCardinality doesn't have many HP left, so he's going to go after the red slime instead, but it's level 4.
Oh!
Wow, 14-5. There's the HP, 12, and 4 more MP, but still no more new spells.
So that brings into a lot of enemies in what we consider to be Zone 1. There's another town just to the northwest here. What town is this? This is the town of Hawksness.
A little bit low on the strength and HP side to check what's behind the spike tile, but look at this potential opportunity for DK, a metal slime. Going to be tough, though, because they are very agile. They love to run away and love to dodge your attacks.
So we'll see. It is a 50-50 shot to hit the metal slime.
There's 2.
He's got 2.
Well, if he can get this 255 points, that would
be
Got
it!
He gets it! Wow, the big time. That is a couple of level ups right there. Oh my goodness gracious. 2, 19, 12, 5. We've learned hurt.
Hurt, sleep, and return in the 2 levels. It's up to level 6.
My goodness gracious. What a huge start for DK, but then he runs into a knight, so that will send him back to the start of town. But man, that metal slime coming in huge for DK.
Yeah, but that said, with 2 levels getting there, you'd like to see more stats. I mean, 255 at this point in the game is good, but it doesn't really give DK much of an advantage here, right? It gives him the spell of sleep so he can get away from some things a little easier, but otherwise there's not that big of a button, or not that big of a advantage here.
That is for sure. Metal Scorpion simultaneous fights on both sides of the board. DK gets his down first. NESCardinality going to use a herb to finish it off. This next attack, will it do it? Yes, it will. And that will be level 5 for NESCardinality.
DK is going to take out a Metal Scorpion here and get to level 7. Let's see what level 7 brings DK9146. We have 3 power, 8 agility, 7 hit points, 10 magic points. Nice little level there.
Yeah, most definitely. We're definitely seeing those stats rounding up right now, and we haven't really found anything yet. These players are both grinding to try to get their experience up, and we find an AK-47 on DK's side, and they hit like a Mack truck, Z-Man.
Especially at these levels, without any sort of gear or anything. Back to the start, DK goes.
Alright, NESCardinality trying to go after this Metal Scorpion here. The Metal Scorpion worth 31 points. That'll put him 1 experience point short of level 6 if he's successful, and he is.
It looks like DK might be starting to stretch his legs a little bit here, exploring a little bit more outside of the area we've already seen. We do have level 6 here for NESCardinality. We know that this level will give a good agility, but that's about it.
No problem with DK taking down that droll defense, breaking him, doesn't doing any damage. So far, with the risk of jinxing things here, Z-Man, so far we haven't seen any nasty enemies with nasty things. This Axe Knight ambushing DK to take 33 points away, but he is able to escape.
And we do have our first cave sighting here. Let's see what we have here. We do have a dark cave, and it looks like this is Mountain Cave.
Ooh, and there's definitely some chests to be had here, but what kind of enemies are going to be in this cave? We'll find out in due time. We have a knight, a Wraith Knight.
Now, the good news for DK here is his stats at level 7 are actually pretty solid. So at 61 agility, he'll be... I was going to say he'll be the favorite to run from a lot of enemies in here, but But, Dragon Warrior being Dragon Warrior, back to start.
Well, Z-Man, as we always like to say regarding agility, agility is just a number.
Indeed. And NESCardinality also stretching his legs a little bit. If he continues along this path, he too will find what we know to be the Mountain Cave, and maybe his luck will be slightly better than DK's.
Does run into a Magic Wyvern. Going to try to put it to sleep, which he does. They have a 1 in 8 chance of resisting the sleep spell, so NESCardinality going to try to use the hurt spell to get the 64 experience points. So far, the RNG is on his side, gets another hurt off, but now wakes up, and they have Baby Breath.
That Baby Breath, not really much of a problem right here. Our runners can certainly probably take 2 Baby Breaths before having to worry about it. This hurt spell should take down the Magic Wyvern and does give NESCardinality a nice 83 experience. And all of a sudden, that early experience gap has really shrank.
Absolutely there. And I do apologize. I said 64. 64 is the amount that Wyverns have. Magic Wyverns have a little more than that.
All right, so NESCardinality has indeed found the Mountain Cave, and let's see if... Okay. Little surprised to see NESCardinality bailing on a Mountain Cave so early, especially, considering how that first chest in Mountain Cave is usually pretty easily gettable, and if it's a key or something, that can really be big.
Absolutely, because, it gains access into the coordinates for the town of Cantlin, and there's a Wraith. NESCardinality going to try to go after it, and he's going to have to use an herb.
DK taking out a Metal Scorpion. Looks like DK is probably going to grind up to at least level 8 here on these Zone 1 enemies, which, I don't know if you can necessarily blame DK here. Probably thinks, he wants a heal spell, maybe a heal more, maybe a hurt more, make his exploration of the Mountain Cave a little bit easier.
Somebody get the number on that poltergeist. That dodge, not only did it dodge NESCardinality's attack, it ran away to deny him of the 15 experience points. This is the cave.
And this looks to be the grave. So we have the grave and the Mountain Cave pretty close to each other. And he is indeed going to explore the grave here. Let's see what these first 3 chests on the grave give. That gives a death necklace.
That could come in handy if we have a low strength, high HP seed. Because what the Death Necklace does is, when you put it on, yes, you are cursed, but you get an extra 10 attack points. The cost of that, though, is 25% of your magic HP, 25% of your maximum HP.
To Jehu's question, is this best of 5 or 2 out of 3? It's neither. So this is a double elimination tournament. So, whoever loses twice is out of the tournament. Now, this kind of boiled down to a best 2 out of 3 because NESCardinality did beat DK earlier in the tournament to send DK down into the bottom bracket. DK then ran the gauntlet in the bottom bracket to make it to the grand finals, where he beat an undefeated NESCardinality in game 1 of the grand finals. So NESCardinality, he's beaten DK. DK has beaten NESCardinality, and this is winner take all. And we have level 8 on DK's side.
3, 5, 8, 6, and we have learned, what is that? Repel. Look at the agility these runners have already gotten up to. You notice that the agility and the MP are both highlighted in orange. That means those stats are close to being ready enough to get into Sharlock, but the rest of the stats, we still need to build them up quite a bit. Plus, we have some things that we have to collect as well. Did we even talk about the scavenger hunt these runners have to go through?
I don't think so.
All right, so these runners, in order to get to Sharlock, are going to have to get the rainbow drop from the jerk that lives in the jerk cave. We have not found the jerk cave yet. Now, in order to get that said rainbow drop, you must have 3 items: the silver harp, stones of sunlight, and Erdrick's token. But to get the silver harp turns into the staff of rain. I apologize for that because we don't have the staff lit up just yet. But when we get the silver harp, we can cash that in for the staff of rain. And when we have the staff of rain with the stones of sunlight and Erdrick's token, we can get the rainbow drop. That'll gain us access into Sharlock.
It looks like we have DK going for a little bit of Fisher-Price weaponry here, picking up a copper sword and a small shield. I guess it's better than roaming around the countryside naked.
That small shield will give a little bit of a boost to their defense right there. Of course, we can get a large shield for just 800 gold pieces. There was a flame sword in the shop as well. You know, if Erdrick's sword, we don't find that fast enough, and there is a gold grind at the start in the Tantical Castle, maybe that might be a tempting purchase. We'll see.
Oh, and the other thing, I'm a little surprised that DK didn't purchase that chainmail for 300 gold. I would think that the chainmail was probably a little more attractive than a copper sword and a small shield. But then again, the chainmail is only 300 gold, and...
Oh! DK! Take it away, Z-Man!
Kai Shinoichigeki!
Another 255 points for DK. He's now got 2 metal slimes in this race. My goodness gracious.
Meanwhile, I do believe NESCard has seen 2 metal slimes, and both metal slimes have actually run from NESCardinality.
Oh, there's your DL2, Brett. The nasty blue dragons haven't, and that could come into play because that's one of those Sharlock enemies, Z-Man.
Yep, we do know that the blue dragon is certainly one of the Sharlock enemies, and not only that, but it can be an enemy on any of our trap tiles. It could be the trap tile in Hawksness, it could be the trap tile in the Swamp Cave, or it could be the trap tile in Sharlock Castle, and that would be bad.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens as wolves have sleep, but luckily for NESCardinality, he had the stop spell activated.
Yep, and wolves also have baby breath, so they have the they have baby's first wombo combo.
Yep, or Wombo Combo Light, whatever you want to call it. I think I like your name better, Z-Man.
Well, baby's first wombo combo is probably sleep and hurt. All right, so NESCardinality is now diving into the mountain cave, and I believe we're going to see DK get to level 9 shortly here. Oh, wait, that was Swamp Cave. My bad.
Yeah, doesn't matter how many randomizers you play, Z-Man, it's still tough to memorize the the layouts of those caves in the dark.
I mean, it sure, based on DK's early movements, that sure struck me as Mountain Cave, but I'm guessing that some of those early movements weren't actually movements, they were just bonks.
DK now back to the town of Gernham, and NESCardinality with just 5 HP left. DK gonna get some herbs here at the shop.
Is this... Oh, wait, is this a dud? No, wait, hold on. We're going a little bit further.
This is getting really creepy here, Z-Man. It is.
Oh, wait, is there anything south on that bridge? There might be something down there.
Well, he's got to get past this Axe Knight and not having it with her anymore.
Oh, I completely missed level 9 on DK's side. Looking at the stats, kind of looked like an okay level.
Yeah, the HP, it's a 20-point HP advantage right now for DK. The agility went up a little bit as well, but on the strength, it's a 12-point lead in the strength department for DK. But then again, he's got a copper sword, NESCardinality doesn't.
Looks like DK should be able to take out this rogue scorpion.
He does for the 70 points. Next level is going to be at 1,500 experience points. That'll be level 10 already for DK.
So basically, I think what our runners are looking for here, they're either looking for the Mountain Cave or they're looking for Rimeldar and hopefully, get some keys.
Yeah, there's still 3 towns we have not discovered yet. Yeah, Rimeldar is one of them, the town of Cole, and of course, everybody's favorite town, the town of Breckenary.
Who needs Breckenary in this seed?
Right.
Trails, yes, since this is the grand finale, are the flags extra difficult? Nope, these are the standard flags we've been using all tournament. And you know what? It makes perfect sense to me. This is how they got there. Let's see what they can do here.
There's our first gold man that DK has stumbled upon here. They're worth 255 gold pieces, and it looks like DK is going to go after the money. He gets it. Very good.
I'm wondering if he's, eyeing up maybe that chainmail that we saw, or, well, that's not enough for a large shield. I'm betting he's eyeing up that chainmail.
Sounds like a reasonable play to me, and yep, you're absolutely right. He does go back to the town of Canlin, and I guess he is going to go ahead and make that purchase for the chain mail. Absolutely right there, Z-Man.
Well, looks like we're going to get some more herbage pickup here from DK.
And it definitely makes sense at this point. You're here in Cantlin right now, and you've got the resources to do it. Might as well make the purchases, since we don't have any heal spells.
So now it looks like that we have settled down into exploration now. Again, our runners are looking for more towns. Hopefully a magic key appears. Oh, wait, here's a town right here that I don't think we've seen yet. What do we have here?
Oh, we have the fun place, and there's Breckenary with the Motel 6.
No.
And NESCardinality having no fun with the fun police. He's sent back to start another metal slime. There's one hit. Boy, if DK gets a third one. He gets 2. And he has a chance at number 3 here, Z-Man. Will he get it? Not on that attack. Still active. How about on this attack? He gets another metal slime. The 3rd one for DK. Boy, the RNG just absolutely favoring DK. Don't forget, he was on the brink of elimination, and there's another metal slime, but not this time. Let's
see what happens. I'm having a I don't know. RNG is susceptible to major swings. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and there is the Jerk Cave, the famous jerk who's got everyone's favorite candy that we need to get to the town of Sharlock, and that is, of course, the Rainbow Drop. And why is he called the Jerk, Z-Man?
Well, he's called the jerk because if you approach him without Erdrick's token, he's like, I don't care who you are, goodbye, and kicks you out.
Oh, and he also kicks you out if you've already got the Rainbow Drop as well, right?
No. Actually, he might, because I think now he takes Erdrick's token. So before he didn't. So I think now he takes Erdrick's token. Yeah, but if you don't have Erdrick's token in your inventory, then he will kick you out. So I believe the rando now takes Erdrick's token. So yeah, he'll kick you out then.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. So, yep, you better have all your stuff before you make it into the Jerk Cave. And already has 75 agility, but at level 10, we are still lacking 5 spells, including the all-important Heal More and Hurt More. NESCardinality finds a Metal Slime and, of course, doesn't get lucky. Instead, he runs into a knight right before town, is able to escape, but it looks like he's going to continue to grind.
So something here that has to be kind of annoying to NESCardinality and DK. They are 20 some odd minutes into the seed. NESCardinality level 8, DK just picking up level 10. And the only healing that they have available to them is the herbs they can buy in Garenhammer Cantlin. There's no heal spell, there's no heal more, and there's no hurt more. So, for all the good stats that this seed seems to be providing, this is starting to get a little on the annoying side.
Yeah, most definitely. NESCardinality, though, finding the town of Cole, this potentially could be a game changer if we find something good in the search tile. Is there anything good here? Erdrick's token.
And it's what we like to call Erdrick's tease. Because, at first you're like, Erdrick's, and it's just the token. Now, it's necessary, but you really like to see that sword or that armor right about now.
Yeah, if it would have been the sword or the armor, that definitely could have been a game changer in favor of NESCardinality. Instead, we do find a new cave.
And this is Tablet Cave.
Now,
which, of course, in the dark should be no problem for a runner of NESCardinality's caliber. Shouldn't be a problem for a runner of DK's caliber either.
Right. Of course, there is one problem. If you're not a runner with the caliber of NESCardinality or DK's, we find the Fighter's Ring that'll give us an extra 2 attack power. It's a problem because there are no enemies in the Tablet Cave. So if you don't know your way in and out of that Tablet Cave and you have no kind of spell to escape, you're pretty much stuck.
Yep. We do find the Fighter's Ring down at the bottom of the Tablet Cave here. And the Fighter's Ring is a really nice find because it does increase your attack power by 2 permanently. So even if NESCardinality were to sell or otherwise ditch the Fighter's Ring, that 2 increase in your attack power will still be there.
And DK taking down a knight, so he's now up to 1,762 points. He's over 1,000 points in the clear of NESCardinality right now. This is insane.
And just to kind of follow up on what we just kind of saw in chat, if you're not following either one of these racers, I don't know what you're doing. You really need to be following these racers here. They certainly deserve it after all the races they've done, after all the close races they've done. So do make sure you bop off the follow button there for NESCardinality and for dk9146.
Absolutely. 2 of the best in the business when it comes to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Yeah, please make sure you give them both a follow. As NESCardinality getting ambushed by an Axe Knight, he is able to escape.
And also think of just something to kind of sort of keep in mind here. DK just joined our community, probably about this time last year, right after our summer tournament last year, just kind of introduced himself to the community and started doing races. And now all of a sudden he's finding himself in the grand finals 1 way away from a title.
Ooh, we have a fighter's ring. Another fighter's ring. DK's able to pick that up. I didn't know you could find more. Oh, wait, this is Tablet Cave, of course. Never mind.
And meanwhile, we have NESCardinality finding Keytown, Rimmeldar.
Yeah, that's a huge find. Now, unfortunately for NESCardinality, he only has enough to purchase just one key.
Two, he got two.
He did get two, okay.
And he immediately returns back to the castle. I would think he might go save, and oh no, he's going right for the treasure. He's going to see what's here. Hopefully, in his case, we do see some gold, so we can pop in the back. Oh, there's the Stones of Sunlight.
That's huge. So, Stones of Sunlight, again, one of the three components we need. So the only thing NESCardinality needs is the Silver Harp. We still do not know where the trading cave is, and yes, there is a gold grind.
Yep, we do have gold grind in the lower left. Chest here. So Ness is he's gonna get the 3 more chests there, and if there is the mountain cave in the back there, he'll be able to initiate a gold grind just from doing this. And if he opens the chest in the right order, maybe he can do a gold grind if the mountain cave is back there.
Absolutely. So right now, NESCardinality with a little bit of an exploration advantage over DK. We'll see how long it takes for him to find Rimmeldar. And there he goes, NESCardinality heading for the basement. Let's find out who or what we have behind this staircase. It is the trading cave.
It is indeed, and without the Silver Harp, meh. But I would imagine his next stop is probably Garenham, where, unless I'm crazy, I think the back of Garenham has to be the mountain cave, unless I'm missing. Oh, could be Vanilla Stone's cave. We haven't seen Free Stuff Cave yet.
True, the Freebie Cave is still at large, so it's one of those two. But yep, NESCardinality first going to pick up some herbs with the money that he does currently have, and I would imagine he will raid the Garenham treasury to see if there's anything of big-time value here.
Well, we do have DK, searching the countryside for what, for Rimmeldar at this point. There's a cursed belt, so we know one of the search spots will have something.
There's a fairy water, which does 9 to 16 damage. Could be useful against the Dragon Lord. Again, if we have a low attack power. A second cursed belt, so we now know a second search tile is in play.
Right, so we do know Cole had something, so one cancels one. So we do know either the overworld search spot or Hawksness is guaranteed to have something. They both still might have something, we just don't know. And we do have the mountain cave back here.
This could be a huge find if we have a friendly enemy set here. Here's some gold for NESCardinality.
And I would imagine you probably see a death warp here out of the mountain cave. So NESCardinality can do a gold grind. And I know we did see that flame sword. I don't know if we've seen a silver shield or, full plate or a magic armor.
But look at this. DK has found Rimmeldar himself. So any advantage that you think NESCardinality might have DK doesn't waste too much time neutralizing that advantage.
Okay, NESCard using herb to make sure there's 2 gold chests here in the mountain cave. Well, let's see. Chests 3 and 4 have some wings. And some wings. Fantastic.
Obviously, those 2 chests were sponsored by Red Bull.
They'll give you wings.
Right you are, Z-Man.
So this is one chest that NESCardinality has not yet checked. This is the Rimmeldar chest. We do find the Silver Harp in the bottom of the mountain cave, and we get a 1 for 2 deal. Use 2 keys, get 1 free.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's favorite 1 for 2 deal. You gotta love it. But now what that does mean for NESCardinality is he theoretically is in grind and go mode, but we really do need Erdrick's armor, for sure.
Yeah, so we do know that there's something on one of the search tiles, be it Hawksness or be it the Overworld. So I would imagine we're going to see probably immediately after a gold grind, we're going to see NESCardinality check out the coordinates in Cantlin just to see if there's something on the coordinates. Because if there's nothing on the coordinates, then we know Hawksness has to have something. And at this point, what we still have out there that could be on the search spots are the Fairy Flute, Erdrick's Sword, and Erdrick's Armor.
And here goes NESCardinality doing the gold grind. And also, you're talking about the glitch. We also found a funny thing is that NESCardinality found a club inside one of the treasure chests, but it wasn't really a club.
You can find me in the club. That was a darn good song.
Oh, yeah? All right, so looks like NESCardinality, I wonder what he is thinking about purchasing, because he is continuing to grind gold past Flame Sword money. But he might be doing this in case the Calamity happens, because anytime you take a death in this game, you lose half of the gold that is currently in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. But I highly doubt that he's even going to save here, because there's nothing between here and Cantlin that's going to kill him. Level 11, the stats, again, kind of met some HP, but the spell of Heal More.
Heal More, and Radiant all in level 11 right there, Z-Man. So, yeah, that's a big level up right there for DK. And NESCardinality continuing to do the gold grind to 30K.
Yep, so he's loading up. He's hoping to get Flame Shield, Magic Armor, and Flame Sword, Silver Shield, and Magic Armor here.
He's looking to top out as well, and he does so just shy of 34,000 gold. And now DK raiding that same treasury. The runners literally giving each other a high five, so now he knows about the potential gold grind.
All right, so we'll see what we have in Cantlin. I'm not sure what Garenham has. Yep, and NESCardinality is going to trade in his Silver Harp for a Staff of Rain. We'll see what fun thing we get out of the chest, because it's probably not going to say Staff of Rain.
It's going to say the bamboo pole.
Thou hast found the bamboo pole. Well, I mean, they're both sticks, right?
That is true. They are both sticks, but the Staff of Rain much more valuable than the bamboo pole. So now NESCardinality has everything he needs to collect the rainbow drop from the Jerk Cave.
And there's the Flame Sword pickup for NESCardinality. And a large shield. Now, that certainly isn't going to prevent him from buying a silver shield should he find one, here or in Garenham.
Yeah, we have not checked this door yet. And there's some more magic keys that we can purchase here in Cantlin. And could there be a silver shield here in this armory? There is!
There's the silver shield. So those are the really, that silver shield is the real big prize. Is you do want that extra defense from the shield. Because at some point you're going to upgrade to Erdrick's Sword. At some point you're going to upgrade to Erdrick's Armor. But that silver shield is really what you want.
DK is now in the armory here in Garenham. He'll see the 2 cursed belts, and he'll get his fairy water. So, provided he doesn't have a poor dive, he's going to get the same kind of knowledge and experience and gold that NESCardinality got. We'll see how this plays out. But here we go with NESCardinality on to the trap tiles. It's 15 HP you lose for every tile you step on, but we've got herbs. Do we have coordinates? There are coordinates 50 and 10.
I think it's searchable.
Seems searchable to me. 50 north, 10 to the west. If I had to place a wager, Z-Man, I think for the final time we're going to see Princess Gwaelin stay a prisoner.
I think so. I do believe we're going to see... I don't think we're going to... Wait. Given that NESCardinality isn't counting, NESCardinality is the king of maps here in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. Given that he is not counting, this has got to be a more windy, crazy map than we think.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time it looks like you think it's going to be a Rescue Gwaelin seed, it turns out to not be one, and vice versa.
Yeah, because he is just booking it. It looks like straight to that swamp cave.
He is still only at level 8, Z-Man, and he is more than 1,400 experience points behind. Make that 1,500 after that night takedown by DK.
Well, Wraith Knights with heal more, but they are susceptible to stop spells, so
This potentially could be an equalizer. Now, the only thing that's going to save DK is the fact that he does have heal more. If he didn't have this heal more spell, he'd be in deep trouble, Z-Man.
Indeed.
That is, again, RNG has been saving DK up to that Dragon Lord 2 fight that NESCardinality had the other night. It has been saving his bacon, because if he did not have that heal more, he would have been sent back to start, and that would have been a major time loss.
NESCardinality getting to level 9, which we know had some decent stats to it. So it looks like NESCardinality is actually kind of settling down here to do a bit of a grind, which makes perfect sense to me. He probably wants to, see what he can get in the next few levels, and we do know that if he can manage to get to, 2125, that he will get the spell of heal more.
2175, actually.
Yeah, same difference.
Same difference. There's a Demon Knight DK having some problems because, again, they are very evasive, but DK takes him down for the 90 points.
Of course, this Metal Slime here would really help out NESCardinality's case. Let's see if this Metal Slime will actually do Nope!
Man. Yeah, I hate to see it, folks, but here's another chance for NESCardinality. Let's see if he can get lucky. He does get one hit off of him. Still in the field. There's two. He gets it!
So finally, luck turning around for NESCardinality here. After, 3 Metal Slime kills for DK.
Another chance for NESCardinality. Back-to-back-to-back Metal Slimes. Let's see if he can go 2 in a row to get another 255 points. Get himself back into this match here. There's one hit. There's a second hit. He has a chance for the third hit. Will he get it? Yes!
So, all of a sudden, that experience lead is starting to dwindle as NESCardinality does now obtain level 10.
And the law of averages finally kicking in for NESCardinality. He had been 3 Metal Slimes down. He just got 2 of them back right in a row. Now he's got an Axe Knight that he's going to have to deal with, and it's going to send him back to start.
But that's okay. He wasn't far from start anyways. Can use a refill. Might go right back there to do some more grinding. And I would think that once he sees heal more at level 11, he's just going to take off. Meanwhile, we finally do have DK clearing the mountain cave. And this took DK quite a while to clear that mountain cave.
Yeah, he did not have as good of or as clean of a dive as NESCardinality does, thanks in part to those Armored Knights. He kept getting stopped. He had to use heal mores, and now he's out of magic points, so he's going to probably do a death warp, you would imagine. But you're absolutely right, Z-Man. That dive took a much longer time for DK, so that has allowed NESCardinality to close the gap.
A question in chat from Mikolosa. So is Hurtmore more or less than Baby Breath? Hurtmore will do more damage than Baby Breath.
Oh, NESCardinality, I think, found the sword. He found the sword. That was the search tile, the coordinates.
That was a quick search.
I did not see that. My goodness gracious, NESCardinality, because, we kind of took our mind away from it when he didn't go for the coordinates right away. But after he took that death, he went right back to the coordinates, and the coordinates gave him the best sword of the game.
Wow, that was probably one of the smoothest counts I've ever seen. I didn't think he was anywhere close, and then all of a sudden, oh look, sword.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
okay.
DK doing his gold grind here at Tantacle Castle, so he's going to raise enough money to, I would imagine, at least get the flame sword, but how high is he going to go? He's going past 10K.
So we are pretty well approaching grind and go mode here for both of our runners, and Hawksness being so close to Tantagel Castle here, I would think pretty soon, especially on DK side, because he's going to grind to at least the flame sword and he's probably going to hope for Silver Shield, which we know he's going to get, and I think he's seen the Magic Armor. So he's going to grind up all the way, and I would think that probably his first order of business is to check the coordinates and maybe check Hawksness.
You know, we really didn't talk about the magic armor at all. The magic armor, the great thing about it is that when you walk every 4 steps, you recover 1 HP. So that's very nice to have when we don't have Erdrick's armor.
And the other good thing about the magic armor is that it does decrease the power of the hurt and hurt more spells by 1/3, just like Erdrick's armor does. So.
Interesting thing here. We are almost 40 minutes in, Z-Man, but the location of Sharlock, whereabouts are still unknown.
That's a very good point.
I mean, if NESCardinality finds it way before DK does, that could turn this around a lot as well. Unfortunately for NESCardinality, running into a blue dragon in Hawksness, that's a very bad proposition.
Yeah, that's a problem. But the nice thing is Hawksness is so close to the castle that it really doesn't, lose that much time.
No.
So I would imagine he'll go right back there, try it again.
Of course, if we find ourselves a blue dragon on that spike tile, no one's making that fight unless we have some good resources, as DK does get his bamboo pole as well. We, of course, know that's the Staff of Rain, so he, too. Now, I don't know if he knows the location of the Jerk Cave yet, as NESCardinality is about to check the tile. It's an Axe Knight.
So this is certainly doable, especially with magic armor. That hurt more is going to be nerfed some. So with some decent RNG, he should be able to 3-shot the Axe Knight, and does. Let's see what we have here in the search spot, and it's the armor.
Jackpot for NESCardinality. With Erdrick's armor, you heal 1 HP every step you take. Plus, you are completely resistant to stop spell. You take no more damage from those trap tiles or the swamp tiles. That is a huge pickup right there for NESCardinality. And of course, DL2 breath, damage goes down.
Yep, indeed. And so now NESCardinality, I mean, he knows where the Rainbow Drop Cave is. He can do a little grinding. So he's in grind and go mode, except we don't know where to go.
Yeah, because we do not know where Sharlock is.
Yep, it's grind and go somewhere mode.
But I'll tell you what, this grind here that NESCardinality is doing is going to give him the opportunity to catch up even further on DK, because every Axe Knight is worth 130 points. He will not be too far away from getting to level 11.
This is true, but he doesn't have any heal spells. So I would think that was just all right, I'm going to kill myself here. I'm going to refill on herbs, and maybe he's going to go get his... he's going to find some place to grind. Maybe he goes back to that desert where the metal slimes were and grinds up to 21 there, gets the spell of Heal More, and then goes back to Hawksness to grind on the Axe Knights, maybe? Because the Axe Knights are so much more doable with the spell of Heal More.
Yeah, and they're much more reliable than the metal slimes, because, metal slimes easily can run away. I mean, Axe Knights are not going to run away from you. It's a free 130 points, no problem.
Yep. And DK is counting out, and I would imagine he's going to pick up the sword very quickly. Unless, of course, this red dragon gets in the way.
Ooh, and he's going to try to take it down, which you kind of can't fault him for. He does have Heal More. So unless the red dragons also have Heal More, this is a viable play. Plus, it's going to give him 255 more points.
Yeah, agreed. This is an absolutely winnable fight with the spell of Heal More. It might be a little slow, but you're going to win this fight. You're
no. And NESCardinality, before he can get to the Axe Knight, stumbles upon a blue dragon. He does escape, though.
Yeah, so really the biggest problem with grinding these Axe Knights might actually be getting to the Axe Knights.
Right, absolutely. And there's the red dragon down for DK for 255 more points to get the advantage back up to over 1,000. But again, NESCardinality, I would imagine he's going to close that gap quickly.
And there is the sword pickup for DK. It looks like DK is booking it straight to Hawksness, which we know is a great play. And DK should be able to take down this Axe Knight here.
Yeah, he'll have no problems. And again, plus because he's got the Heal More. Now, the only thing is he can get into some big trouble if he can't run away from blue dragons because he does not have the armor just yet. I mean, a DL2 breath could one-shot him at this point.
So this, I believe, yep, this Axe Knight will get NESCardinality level 11, which we know has the spell of Heal More. So that makes this Axe Knight grind even more doable.
And DK does make it to the spike tile here in Hawksness, and there is level 11 for NESCardinality. But so DK still has the advantage, but NESCardinality has definitely closed the gap.
Yep, but DK takes out that Axe Knight super simply. We'll get level 12, 9 power, 1 agility, 1 hit point, 6 magic points at level 12.
And there's that all-important Erdrick's armor for DK, so now he has the same kind of defensive strength that NESCardinality has.
Oh, look, Axe Knights have Heal More.
Oh, we did not see that. So Hurtmore could be a very risky play, Z-Man, because if that's Hurtmore doesn't do enough damage to the Axe Knight, it's just going to use Heal More over and over again.
That's just an attack and then hurt more then though. So that only slows you down by one slug per battle. So that's actually not that bad.
Good point there.
Ursine in chat asks, does DK know where the Rainbow Drop Cave is? I don't know.
Some people think he does know where the Rainbow Drop Cave is, but I certainly didn't see it on DK's side. Somebody else might have gotten a peek of that.
Okay, well, Beta has confirmed that DK has seen where the Rainbow Drop Cave, so I believe that.
Also, we do have that the Death Necklace is NESCardinality has got the Death Necklace, which is something that DK currently doesn't have, it appears. And again, if this is one of those seeds where the HP explodes in the next few levels and the attack power doesn't, this could give NESCardinality an advantage.
Yeah, but we are seeing a grind here. And we do know neither side has seen Sharlock Castle, so now we are just grinding away.
Yeah, this really could come down to who finds Sharlock first. But right now, that is not on either player's mind. However, DK starting to widen that experience lead again on NESCardinality because it looks like he's having a little bit better luck on the Axe Knights than NESCardinality, it would appear.
I think it's been relatively constant at about 1,000 now since they both got on the grind. I think they're pretty much just doing the same thing. It looks like DK's getting a couple more 2 shots in there, which, given his attack power being 9 more, makes a little bit of sense. And there we go. And we do see the stats. It is 25% hurt more. That's I thought it'd be 50%. Whoops.
You know what that means? That means these Axe Knights have what we like to call both more.
Indeed. And we do have NESCardinality getting level 12. And I think that this next Knight here will get DK and level 13. No power. 7, 14, and 4.
That is interesting here, Z-Man, and that extra HP is nice, but we're still far away from even thinking about putting on that Death Necklace. But if we continue to see the strength flatline and the HP continues to grow, again, I could give NESCardinality a chance here. We'll see what happens.
Indeed, but it looks like NESCardinality is going to do his homework a little bit. Looks like he is going to probably go trade in his stuff for the Rainbow Drop. Not sure why NESCardinality cast Heal More twice in a row. Could have been just a little bit of a mental fart there and decided, I had Hurt More. Wait, nope, no you don't. Whoops.
And that could have happened when, mismenu happens every so often. Just don't do it against DL2.
Alright, so DK is headed, it looks like he's headed toward, he's looking for Sharlock, I think.
Yeah, and that would make sense. I think he wants to know where Sharlock is before he continues to do his grind, because his stats, they're getting closer, but we're just not there yet. The HP is lacking. Our attack power, we can only do 6 to 12 on DL2. Yeah, we still need better stats than this.
Oh, look, Armored Knights with Heal More, too.
That is gross. Yeah, Heal More and Baby Breath, that's not fun.
Well, at least the Baby Breath doesn't do that much damage, but that Heal More is annoying.
Yeah, because it virtually resets their HP back to where it was before the fight even started. NESCardinality is able to take down the Armored Knight without seeing a Heal More there, so he does get the benefit of the 172 experience points.
Denny Snell asks, does DK not have the Death Necklace? Correct. The Death Necklace was the top floor of the grave, and DK has not yet seen the grave.
Ooh, Red Dragons have Stop Spell.
Well, that's nice.
Absolutely, that is nice.
Of course, it'd be nicer if they used it more.
Right, but that is 255 more points for DK, and he's starting to widen that lead again, and he finds Sharlock!
Yep, so Sharlock is north and east of the start. So DK now is in true grind and go mode. He knows where to go. He's probably going to do his homework and start his grind.
Yeah, he is absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, right now, in my opinion, DK is in the catbird seat to take home this title. Now, anything can still happen in Sharlock, but just looking at what's happening right now and looking at the advantages in terms of the experience points, right now, in my opinion, Z-Man, the only thing that can save NESCardinality is if the strength flatlines. That's the only thing that can save him.
I do recall the commentators for the race on Tuesday having this exact same conversation, but flipped. And we know what happened in that race.
That is true.
So let's see what happens, because, yes, it looks like DK is in the driver's seat here, but RNG can still play a factor. We don't know what's in Sharlock Castle, right? We haven't really seen Stonemen. We haven't really seen werewolves. We haven't seen wizards. We haven't seen golems. Any one of them could pop up with a wombo combo, and all it takes is one back attack, and all of a sudden, ta-da!
There's another red dragon for DK, so another good chance at 255. So even though NESCardinality trying to do his best to close the experience gap, DK continues to run into red dragons. That kind of neutralizes it.
NESCardinality is now at level 13, but also do note that with DK's exploration, now, yes, he has an exploration advantage, but NESCardinality has closed the experience lead somewhat. The experience gap, I think it's about 700 now, whereas it was 1,000.
Yeah, absolutely. But DK going back into Hawksnest looks like he's going to do the same grind. But here's an opportunity for NESCardinality to get the 255 points right back from DK. And there's a stop spell. That's what he wants to see. Here comes the next attack for NESCardinality. Got him.
Yeah, it looks like NESCardinality might be headed toward the jerk here, up to get his rainbow drop. We know that DK already has his. Now, the thing is, NESCardinality's... go ahead.
Stop spell, and it worked for NESCardinality.
Very good. We do know that NESCardinality's mapping skills are very good, so he might have a very good idea at the general vicinity that Sharlock is in. So it's entirely possible that NESCard might know kind of where Sharlock is, so he might not actually be that far behind exploration. Possibly. We'll see.
Yeah, most definitely, as DK is going to continue to do his grind. There's an axe knight. You would imagine that NESCardinality is going to go after him.
Now, Lorgon mentioning in chat that Lorgon thinks that NESCardinality might actually have two different directions to go in Sharlock. So if that's the case, then NESCard certainly needs to hit that 50-50.
Yeah, because if he doesn't hit that 50-50, DK's lead is going to grow. And again, he's going to need Sharlock luck to happen. But we still got a lot of race left to go here, Z-Man. Anybody could still pull this off. The next level is 3, 1, 6, 9. Still no outside or hurt more in level 14.
No, but you are starting to close in on maybe, right? Because you have enough HP to survive 2 attacks or 2 breaths from the Dragon Lord, right? Your defense power is at 92, so the max damage that the Dragon Lord's going to do with an attack is, I think, 47 or 48 at that point. So it certainly doesn't out-damage the Dragon Lord 2 breath. So now you start looking at, okay, you can get at least, barring RNG, you can get 1 attack per heal more, at least, right? So now you start looking, can you do this? But given that the MP is 105, that's what? Math. 12, 13? 13? Are we up to 13?
Right, it is 13 because you need 104 for 13.
Yeah. So we're at 13 heal mores, right? But with the attack power of 127, we're not there yet, but we're closing in on it, right? What you're looking for here is some more MP or some more strength.
DK is starting to widen that experience again because, again, NESCardinality trying to find where Sharlock is as DK is continuing his Axe Knight grind here in Hawksness. And, oh, boy, now, oh, yep, there's NESCardinality 1 step ahead on the AK-47. There's another 172 points.
So the good news is with NESCard doing his exploration here, he's managing to mostly keep up with DK in experience, but I have a hunch that experience gap is going to start to widen again in DK's favor here.
And he still can't find where Sharlock is, and every second it takes for NESCardinality to find the location of Sharlock, the bigger the lead DK is going to get. There's that 1 for 2 special on the keys as NESCardinality going to use the return spell and try again.
All right, so look, NESCard gonna pop into Garenham, probably refill his herbs here.
Look at that experience lead continuing to widen for DK. It's over 1,500. Make that 1,600 with that kill. Next level is 7,500 points. DK closing in on it. This will put him at 69-67.
Just needs, I think, what, 4? 4 more Axe Knights after this?
Not quite. He'll need 5.
5, okay.
Some people speculating that NESCardinality could go on 14. Given the current situation, I don't know if NESCardinality, if NESCardinality has a hunch that he thinks he's behind, he might make this play. I can see him doing this.
So it looks like NESCardinality is finally going the correct way to get to Sharlock here. But the question is going to be, is it going to be a little bit too late?
That's certainly a good question, Z-Man, because 3 more Axe Knights for DK, and it's going to be level 15. And if he gets a huge boost in strength, this could be all she wrote.
Yeah, and chat making the very good point here that NESCardinality probably doesn't think he's behind because he has actually played a pretty good race. Now, his exploration hasn't been ideal, but for the most part, he's played a pretty good race.
And found it.
And he's seen Sharlock. So, NESCardinality might not necessarily think he's behind. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Indeed, we will see what happens. 1 more Axe Knight for DK, and that is going to give him level 15. So here we go. That wasn't enough, and he does not get sent back to start on that one. So So here comes the all-important level 15 for DK. The numbers. 7, 16, 2, and we've learned not hurt more.
It doesn't matter, though. Level 15 is pretty free at this point.
Yeah, that DK's ready. If you look at those numbers, 134, we can do a maximum of 17 on the Dragon Lord. Minimum, though, is 8.
Yep, you're doing 8 to 17 for an average of 12 and a half, right? So at an average of 12 and a half, you need what? About 13, 14, 15, so between 13 and 15 attacks on average. He's got plenty of MP to get there. He's got the HP for an occasional double. This should be a pretty free Sharlock here for DK, unless something wakes up with the sleep DL2 breath combo and zaps DK several times.
By the way, here's a golem, an enemy we have not seen yet, Z-Man, and so far all I see is a lot of a fighting from it. No spells yet.
Well, it looks like the golem has punch more.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the 255 points for NESCardinality, which is good enough for level 14, but DK at level 15 on his way to Sharlock. Right now, he is in the driver's seat, and this is the guy who never says die, because if you remember, his back was against the wall, not only against NESCardinality, Z-Man, but also against Up to NG. He got lucky in that race, and that's what's brought him into the position he is in right now.
Well, and if you take a look at DK's race history in this tournament, I mean, DK has had a lot of close races. I think I counted 5 races that were within 2 minutes, right? He had the second race with NESCardinality. He had the race with Tristal, the race with Up to the NG, the race against me. They've all been within just a minute or two.
Z-Man, I'm going to sound like a homer with what I'm about to say, but you know what DK's story reminds me of? The 2011 Cardinals.
Uh-huh. You're going to have to refresh my brain on that one. I'm not really a baseball fan.
1 strike away, not once, but twice in Game 6 of that World Series, and they never said die. But to get to the playoffs, they had to come back from 10.5 games down just to get to the wild card in that month of September. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time about this, but that's basically the story DK's having right now. Here he goes into Sharlock.
All right, so we know that the Swamp Continent is dead. There is absolutely nothing over there.
All right, so we got to see what kind of enemies we're going to be dealing with. Again, we have not really seen wizards.
And I think NESCardinality finally got a glimpse of the Rainbow Drop Cave.
Oh, so maybe he didn't know about the Rainbow Drop Cave. It was DK all along who knew about it.
Yep.
NESCardinality didn't. Oh, man.
All right, so now let's see. I would imagine we're going to see NESCardinality probably head immediately to Sharlock? Is he going to grind on the way down?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, NESCardinality, considering how long it took him to find it, he might make the play and take a chance, knowing what he's up against. But if DK, and so far, I don't see anything to indicate that DK's having problems. This has so far been a tame Sharlock up to this point for DK.
I'm NESCardinality going into the Swamp Cave, checking out the grind tile in the Swamp Cave, and it is an Axe Knight.
Wow, so a potentially better Axe Knight grind could have been had, if there were no blue dragons. And DK already at the basement!
I don't think I have ever seen a Sharlock this fast. I mean, this is one of the most tame Sharlocks I have ever seen.
Absolutely. And look at this. He is defense breaking green dragons. They're dealing 1 HP of damage.
Yep, that's what happens at 92 defense power.
All right, so here we go. DK on the verge of coming all the way back Remember, he was 1 HP away from being eliminated from the championship. He is on the verge of capturing his first Dragon Warrior Randomizer title.
All right, but even still, I mean, even though DK is running into the bad side of encounter luck here, these encounters aren't bad at all.
Yeah, the green dragons aren't doing bite more; they're doing nuzzle more.
Oh, and we know red dragons are pretty straightforward, especially with the spell of stop spell.
Yeah, this is a great enemy to have on the trap tile here. Unfortunately for DK, no stop spells to be had, but he should be able to get a good heal walk in before he faces off against the Dragon Lord. So unless he gets some really awful rolls, this is going to be his title.
We shall see. And DK does talk to the Dragon Lord and does say no. So let's see what happens here. We do have NESCard still grinding on Axe Knight, should get to level 15 pretty shortly. But the question is,
Stop spell hype for DK, and there goes the first phase of the Dragon Lord. Let's see if he gets the first strike. He does!
All right, Laws, I'll let you count it.
Starting off with 15, and that's a double immediately for DK, up to 26 now.
Yeah, 26 damage already, 104 MP. This is free, barring a catastrophic mismenu.
That's a high roll, 42 now for DK. Anywhere between 150 and 165 points. Next attack, another 16. He's at 58. This is looking really, really good for DK, provided he doesn't miss menu, as you said, Z-Man. Another 16! He's up to 74. DK getting the high rolls here. Here's the next attack. Another 16, up to 90. He is virtually guaranteed, folks.
Yeah, at this point, the question is going to become, how many heal mores does he have left?
Right. Well, there's the low roll that he finally got. There was the minimum, so he's up to 98. So the game keeping us honest here. Next roll is good for 12, up to 110. DK is on the verge of pulling off the come-from-behind victory. Next attack does 10, up to 120. Still in very, very good shape as long as he doesn't miss menu. Now here comes the next attack for 9, 129. So the game's starting to turn on the modest side for DK. But again, all those early high rolls, DK has plenty of leeway. Next one for 9 again, he's up to 138. Here comes the next attack, which could do it, 152. Nope, not quite yet. So it's 153 to 165. If he does 13 or more, that will do it. Next attack, 8 is 160. That is enough. And ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out for dk9146. He is the 2020 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament Champion.
Indeed. So, just a matter of finalizing things here as he goes up, as he speaks to the king, and as he types his done in SRL. dk9146 has won the tournament with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 58 seconds in the winner-take-all grand final. Everybody say congratulations to our new champion, dk9146.
And just one more thing I want to say is that the Axe Knight and Princess Gwalen, they can enjoy dinner and a movie tonight. GG to both of our contestants in this tournament. dk9146, our tournament champion, and our tournament runner-up, NESCardinality. They both gave it their all this entire tournament. But dk9146, with all the close shaves, with the dramatic comebacks, the 1 HP away from elimination, coming back to win it, forcing this winner-take-all match, and winning it here tonight to claim the championship. Unbelievable stuff here, Z-Man.
Yep. So I do want to address a couple of questions here in chat. Number one, DW Edit asking, does the 3 early metal slime kills on DK side win him this match? I don't think it won him the match. I think it certainly helped. But DK's exploration was pristine.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically found nothing he didn't need to find. He never saw the grave. He never went through the swamp cave. DK saw no tile he didn't have to. And there he is, the winner of the Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament in 2020, has now joined us in the commentary booth. dk9146, congratulations, my friend. How does it feel?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised. I didn't think I had the ability to win the tournament. With that said, this race, I thought it went fantastic for me. The early metal slimes, obviously, I think might be the difference. I had great exploration all the way around. I didn't do anything out of order. I thought about diving grinding to get to that last level, but that's the only thing that I questioned myself on.
Yeah, DK, you more or less played the perfect race. Yes, the metal slime advantage that you had early on for NESCardinality, that definitely helped you out, but your exploration solidified tonight's match, and you are taking home this year's Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer Tournament. How are you feeling, my friend?
Like I said, I can't believe it. Like I didn't expect to do bad this tournament. I expected maybe win 3 or 4 races tops. To have won 9 out of the 10 races I was in is insane.
And I think it's important to point out here that, I do believe, unless my memory is fuzzy, you actually didn't start racing this until after the summer tournament last year. So really, unless I'm crazy, you've only really been racing Dragon Warrior Randomizer for about a year, give or take?
Yeah, that's correct. I started racing some of the casual, like, late race last year, I think August-ish, so just over a year.
Yeah, and you have now turned into a tournament winner. So, and again, I am just reinforcing this fact for those of you in chat that if you're thinking about picking up the randomizer, please do it. This community is amazing, and maybe this time next year, you're the next dk9146, picking up the randomizer after the summer tournament and finding yourself upon the podium, up top, number 1.
Absolutely. I must say, DK9146, you're the racer who never says die. All of these come from behind victories, the 1 point away. I mean, just an amazing run. Let's root NESCardinality on as he takes on the Dragon Lord. He starts with a 15. He gets a double off. Next one's for 9. He's up to 24. And that was another thing that really helped you there, DK. You had a lot of 16s early on. That gave you plenty of breathing room to finish off that fight.
Yeah, questioning what my strength was after I got like 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, 33 right now. Here's the next attack. That is for 13. He's up to 46.
Yeah, you were up to 134 attack power, so your maximums were 17, but boy, did you have a nice run of 16s there.
There's a min roll for NESCardinality. We saw that all too often in game number 1, up to 54. Here's the next attack. There's a 12 up to 66.
And while Laws is counting us up, I do want to tell all of our fans here that are watching this race on Randomania to please stay tuned after the interviews, because we will have some announcements from the admin team.
That'll be fantastic. Next attack, another min roll. 82 is what NESCardinality is up to. Could this be deja vu all over again? Here's the next attack. 14, much better, up to 96. Still a big favorite to take him down. Here's the next attack. There's a 16. That'll put him up to 112. And got a double. So he's up to 122. So yeah, NESCardinality, he's good. As long as he doesn't miss menu, he's also going to be good. Next attack is for 10. He's up to 132.
So Tilo posting an interesting little stat in chat that this is our 6th summer tournament, And NESCardinality has finished top 5 in 5 of them, top 3 in 4 of them, and top 2 now in 3 of them.
And there it is, 162. That's enough for NESCardinality. Get your GGs out for NESCardinality. An amazing performance throughout the entire tournament. He was but 1 HP away from running the table, having the absolute perfect record, but the RNG failed on him at the very last possible moment. But still, an amazing tournament for him, Z-Man.
Indeed. NESCardinality has finished the seed with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 35 seconds. GG to NESCardinality, who...
I'm sorry there, Z-Man. I'm laughing because DK, at one point in your fight, you were at 152. He had 153. So you did one more attack.
So, Dragon Lord not having a whole ton of HP. But, so this is, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted Tilo's stats. This is NESCardinality's third second place finish in 5 randomizer tournaments. So, this is, you got to feel for NESCardinality here, although I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear him complaining as he joins us now in the commentator's booth. NESCard, man, such a great tournament. You really played well.
It was so much fun. Congratulations to DK.
Yeah.
Thank you, and congrats to you too. You did a great job tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm I at first when I saw you finish, I was sort of guessing that that it had to do with metal slimes early on, but then I realized that when I didn't find the rainbow drop cave after finding the sword, I basically explored the entire map, including the swamp continent, before I went to the rainbow drop cave. So I think that might have been it.
Well, kind of like what we had said, when DK first joined us here, his 3 early metal slime kills didn't hurt by any stretch of the imagination, but DK never saw the grave. He barely saw any tile that he didn't need to see in his exploration. He never went through Swamp Cave. So, and given that you had to take some time toward the end there to search for Sharlock and the Rainbow Drop Cave, I think that pretty much cemented DK's lead in experience, because at some point you guys were tied in experience, but DK did have the exploration advantage.
Yeah, once I started grinding Axe Knights, I really felt like if I had seen the Rainbow Drop Cave, that it all would have been fine. I got some good enemies on the world map as I was moving around, but obviously it's just not enough. It pales in comparison. And it was hard to leave Hawksness, but I kept thinking, the Rainbow Drop is the last thing I need, and it would be really good, because I didn't know where Sharlock was either. It'd be really good to have the information. But yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, but otherwise, DK NESCard, this was a pretty friendly seed. I mean, level 15 end, granted neither one of you had hurt more, but, you didn't have really that many jerk enemies other than that blue dragon that was wandering around. I mean, this was a pretty friendly seed for the most part. What do you guys think?
Well, it was tough to get out early. That was the only thing. I felt like once I set up my gold grind, I was all set. But before that, it was a bit of a struggle to find, a way forward, because the levels sort of died down after the surge at the beginning. But other than that, yeah, it was very friendly, except for those darn blue dragons.
Definitely agree with that. Yeah, I did. The metal slime early definitely helped, because that's where I hit it right outside of Hawksness, I think it was, or Yurko, wherever that zone was. But yeah. There were some nasty zones nearby.
Yeah, and of course the blue dragons that were absolutely infesting Hawksness. NESCard, I think a blue dragon got you 2 or 3 times trying to check out the spike tile for the first time.
Not only that, it was I believe it was the only enemy I saw in Hawksness ever.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, the blue dragons were definitely nasty. No opportunity for the commentators to do the famous 180 this time around. That's how nasty they were.
But yeah, so this has been one heck of a tournament. I mean, and as I kind of referenced, DK just having picked this up a year ago, and NESCard, you being just so proficient at this game. Both vanilla and the randomizer. I mean, this was an amazing tournament to watch. This was a great pair of races to watch. And, you know, I feel very honored and lucky to have commentated this one, but this has been such a good tournament for both of you guys. You know, I'm really, really very happy for both of you.
I'm glad, and I hope everyone watching enjoyed it as well. This was quite something.
Absolutely. Please give it up for dk9146 and NESCardinality, two tremendous Dragon Warrior Randomizer competitors. Please make sure you give them a follow. What a performance.
Do you, NESCard or dk9146, do you guys have any final comments here before we actually pass it off to High Spirits, who's here with a couple of announcements from the admin team?
I just wanted to say thanks to everybody that put this together. It's been a blast. It was fun watching it last year. It was even more fun playing in it this year. And I know a lot of hard work goes into it, so I thank you all.
I really want to thank everyone for keeping this tournament going every year. I'm so thrilled. I was so thrilled to see, especially last year, there was a huge peak, you know, this tremendous growth in the community and all the new people coming through. I think last year was our biggest year in terms of growth. I think this year was our biggest year in terms of talent. So many rock solid players. The top of the field is getting, you know, a lot narrower, a lot closer between a lot of people. Like there aren't any really large gaps anymore. And that's really cool to see. First place is harder to maintain. It's you know, flopping all over the place repeatedly over the year. And that's really cool. But without the hard work of a lot of people who devote their time, sometimes night after night, especially early on in the tournament, this wouldn't be happening. And I've felt for the better part of 5 years that I love this game more than anyone else. So, you know, thanks for doing it for me as well. But thank you for doing it for everyone, of course, the audience, the community, and the players. Thank you all so very much.
And, you know, piggybacking off of that for just 1 second here, I'm pretty sure we would be remiss to not thank the one person most responsible for Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and that would be its creator, McGrew. If it isn't for McGrew, this randomizer doesn't exist. This community doesn't exist. So I really think we need to give McGrew a little bit more props than maybe he has gotten in previous tournaments. If you haven't followed McGrew, I know he doesn't stream a whole heck of a lot right now, but you know, do pop a follow to McGrew. He's absolutely worth it. He's a good guy. He is responsible for this randomizer, and you know, without him, we can't do this without him. So, thank you, McGrew. You're wonderful. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you so much for keeping up with this.
I'll always remember the day I was streaming speedrunning Dragon Warrior when the speedrun was well over 5 hours long. And McGrew was in my chat, and he broached the idea. He asked me, "What do you think about me making a randomizer of this game?" And that's where it all started. I always remember that day. Thank you, McGrew.
All right, and I think with that, I think is the perfect time to bring in one of our Dragon Warrior Randomizer admins, High Spirits. High Spirits, I believe you have a few things to say.
Yes, of course. The most important thing, by the way, thank you, Z-Man, is we wouldn't have had Twitch Plays Dragon Warrior if it wasn't for McGrew either. If anyone
Yeah.
heard that from like 5 or 6 years ago.
Good call.
But yeah, so thank you, LZ and Z-Man. This is the end of our 2020 summer tournament. And again, we want to thank everyone for pulling off this tournament. I believe we restreamed every single race this year with 52 participants in a double elimination match. It was at 102 races, I believe. So I want to thank for sure all of the restreamers, the volunteers, the commentators, the trackers for getting all of these races filled. Especially want to thank Randomania, who's hosting us tonight, along with RPG Limit Break channel and Speed Gaming, which is a big reason probably why we were able to get everything restreamed, because Speed Gaming was able to pick up a lot of the races for us when we were actually kind of short on restreamers this year. So we definitely appreciate that. And we did kind of have an idea for something to get the winner of this tournament, but unfortunately, the logistics and the price was a little bit outside of the range of what I could get done. So maybe next year I have that good idea for a prize for the winner of the tournament.
Possibly extra
Appropriate
motivation. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, what was that you're saying?
I just wanted to say that could be extra motivation for people next year. That'd be nice.
Oh, I'm pretty sure if they knew what this was, they would not be motivated.
Okay.
But yeah, so now that we got some thanks out of the way, especially also I want to throw out thanks to admin crew, of course. Angel FM, Archfield Monk, Brian Williams 42, who came on as tourney admin, who helped us cover this event, and of course the main admin, CD Improv, Zarnax 42, Cyberdark 86, and McGrew, who's lurking around there occasionally. And then special thanks also to the leads, to the restreamer leads, and the tracker leads, and the commentary leads for filling in for a lot of races also, but also helping to teach people. And now that we got past some thanks, I guess we got to get to a couple of announcements here, huh?
Yeah. This is why we brought you here, right? I mean, you do have things to say.
Oh, I thought I was just gonna like babble on, say thanks to everyone, and then go to bed.
Well, we're not bringing you out here. No, never mind. I can't say it. I can't say it. Just go.
I mean, it's 7:30. It's my bedtime. Leave me alone. No. So first off, we want to throw a quick announcement out there. There is an event coming up in the middle of November called Speed Gaming Live, SG Live. Normally, they started last year, and they were going to do it this year. It's an on-site event where they handle randomizers and other speed type tournaments, speed racing tournaments. And unfortunately, because of everything that's going on, they're not doing that this year. But they did approach the admin and ask us, we want some Dragon Warrior randomizer submissions. So hopefully one of the other admin are going to post some links here shortly. They're looking for ideas. They're willing to do anything, whether anything creative that you want to come up with, speed runs for the randomizer community. We will gladly come up, see if we even if we put on, maybe try to put on a small tiebreaker tournament like we did a couple months ago. But we're looking for ideas. They're looking for submissions, and they said be as creative as we want in the Dragon Warrior randomizer community. So there is the links to the event, and I'm sure if people want to get together in the Discord, we can come up with also a creative thing that a bunch of people can do together. Next, the one thing that always happens after every Dragon Warrior randomizer summer tournament. You know what that is, Z-Man?
The return of the weekly race or races.
Well, yeah, they'll be back. That's of course. But we were thinking something more specific, a one-time event.
A one-time event.
Oh, yes.
Might you be referring to Questing for Glory?
Well, no, I wasn't thinking of another marathon. I'm not gonna plug my own marathon here, please.
No, I keep guessing here.
How about NESCard? It sounds like he knows.
I believe there's some sort of race, and it's usually very large. A lot of people, and it's something like a randomizer seed on the vanilla map, something like that.
Yes, the super speed run race that takes place after every fall tournament. It is a very fast experience seed race using all of the upgraded stuff for the most part on a vanilla map. We are going to do that next Sunday, October 4th, 9 p.m. So if you want to get into this race, we are going to release the ROM file for it in a couple of days here. So people could start practicing and whatnot. There might be a small twist to it also, and I don't want to get people too excited or, just to crush their hopes or anything. But the Super Speed Run Race, annual Super Speed Run Race for after the summer tournament will take place next Sunday night in place of the weekly. So, like I said, we will post the ROM in the Discord channel here in a couple of days, and look to the Discord channel also for maybe what the changes that we're looking at here. But basically, it's a jet vanilla seed. Most of the time, it takes about 1 to 2 hours, so it's not something too long. And you could say you speed run the vanilla game. And then, of course, the last announcement. We don't have specific dates for this quite yet, but there is one other major event that we do every year, and that is the Winter League, which will take place starting in February. It should start in February. We don't have all of the specifics yet, but look to the Discord and follow the community. Sometime in the next month or two, we'll give you all the information you need to know about the Winter League. So thank you all once again as part of the admin for sticking around for the tournament. And I'm going to pass this back to the commentary so they can do what they like to do at the end of a race.
Yeah, indeed. So thank you very much, High Spirits, for those wonderful announcements. I think with that, I think we're pretty well just about done here. So I have gotten notification that we are going to send this to one of the tournament admins. We are going to go raid CD Improv. So, Laws, do you have any final, bits and pieces to say here before we get out of here?
Absolutely here. I mean, it was a pleasure to do commentary with you once again here, Z-Man, and this is my first season doing Dragon Warrior Randomizer. My only regret is that I wish I would have done commentary for this sooner. I had an amazing time. It's been great working with all the different staff members here of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. They are amongst the best, and yeah, if this is something you've thought about getting involved in, hey, take a shot at it. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're not racing, join the commentary, join doing the tracking. You're going to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, indeed.
And butt in for just 1 second, Z.
Go ahead.
Congratulations, by the way, to Naminva for winning the Bracket Prediction League.
Oh, yes, of course.
So with that, again, I think we need to congratulate dk9146 and NESCardinality for their races. We do need to thank the behind the staff helpers for this particular race, Lord of the Synth for restreaming and Centroid41 for tracking. So I think at this point for Lost Cards Fan 23, I am Z-Man 050778. We're going to send it off to CD Improv, and we'll see you in about a week and a half for the Super Speedrun race. Everybody have a great evening.
Good night, everybody.